Hi, I'm Rachel White of the Horizon League here with Anna Brandt, a Cleveland State cross country and track and field student athlete who was recently named the female recipient of our Cecil N. Coleman Medal of Honor. So first question for you, Anna, just what was your reaction when you found out that you'd won the award?
I was extremely honored when my coach informed me about the award. There are so many individuals who are deserving of this award. I mean, throughout the Horizon League and at Cleveland State. So I'm extremely honored to have been chosen as this year's recipient.
For sure. And obviously, I'm sure you read up on the award. It goes to the top male and female student athlete who exhibit just tremendous achievement in many different areas, athletics, academics, and extracurriculars. So what did it mean to you to receive that recognition for just being a well-rounded student athlete?
Again, just extremely honored. Throughout the years, I've always tried to be well-rounded. And so at Cleveland State, I wanted to positively represent the Horizon League and CSU in everything that I did, whether or not it was athletics, academics, interacting with the community and extracurriculars. So again, to be chosen as this year's recipient, I am truly honored.
Definitely. And obviously, I'm sure you've learned a lot, even being a multi-sport athlete with cross country and track and field. So how has that experience of competition helped you learn how to be a leader outside of competition?
I mean, cross country and track have been crucial in developing my leadership skills. So I started competing in middle school, always looking up to those who are older than me, figuring out what were they doing that I really liked, maybe things I would have done differently. So CSU, I was able to interact with new people and new experiences to, again, just be able to learn more about how I wanted to be a leader and learning from the role models and the captains that I had on the team, as well as all of the other captains and leaders in the athletic department. It really showed me how I wanted to lead and what I wanted to do differently, so that when I did take on a leadership role, I was able to put them into practice and continue to develop my skills. But the one thing that I really enjoyed with cross country was that my coach actually did a captain training. So over the summer and throughout the season, he would meet with the captains and we had this booklet that we would go through and kind of going through just various things like what kind of leader are you? What kind do you want to be? And other topics like how to handle difficult situations. So this experience was something that I've never had before. I'd always just done a lot of my stuff based off of observing and just being a part of the sport. And so this was definitely a really rewarding experience that I appreciate. So all of the experiences have helped me feel much more prepared and confident to take on a leadership position in my endeavors.
Sounds great. And obviously, outside of athletics and maybe through athletics, I'm sure you were able to be involved in a lot of different community service initiatives. So if you want to talk a little bit about those, maybe there's a few that have stood out over your time at CSU.
Yeah, so one of them was definitely the Halloween party that my cross country team and I helped put on at a local nursing home in Cleveland. Families of the nursing home residents were able to come with their other family members and grandchildren to celebrate the holiday together. And so it was nice to see families being able to come together, especially for those in the nursing home. And so being a part of that was very rewarding. I would say that my favorite initiative that we did, though, was with Rainbow Babies Children's Hospital. And all of my teammates and I dressed up as Disney princesses. We played games, watched a Disney movie, had a ton of fun with the children that evening, and just seeing their faces when they met their favorite Disney princess was priceless.
That sounds awesome. Talk a little bit about just what being a student athlete means to you. Obviously, it's a special experience. So just a little bit about what that's meant to you.
Yeah, so I mean, at CSU, being a student athlete really for me meant the opportunity to discover and pursue my passion for exercise science, as well as the opportunity to continue competing in the sport that I love. So if it weren't for athletics, I would not have been introduced to the human performance lab at Cleveland State. So I wouldn't have had the opportunity to volunteer and decide to change my major and deciding to pursue exercise physiology. And so athletically, it also meant that I was able to compete at the next level, at the Division I level, competing against individuals who also lived and breathed running. So I was able to push myself with the help of my teammates and my coaches to levels that I never thought I could reach. The opportunities as well as the connections I've been able to make already have and will continue to help me in my future. So, I mean, being a student athlete has been an experience that I am extremely grateful for, and I'm sad that my career has come to an end at this point.
Definitely, and good segue here as we talk about now that your career has come to an end. What's next for you? What are you planning for in the future?
Yeah, so I'm currently pursuing my master's degree in exercise physiology at Ball State University.
Awesome. And what do you hope to do with that after you finish up there?
So I'd like to go for my PhD, continue, and then pursue a research position, whether or not I decide to be in a university setting or maybe even a clinical setting. Still have a couple more years to decide exactly what route I want to go, but that's my plan as of now.